Good afternoon, it's Kevin O'Ryan from Go Racing TV here this afternoon at Thurles Racecourse. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kevin O'Ryan for Go Racing. We're here at Thurles this afternoon, and kindly joining me is one of our leading trainers, Henry de Bromhead. Henry, you're having a fantastic season, 40 winners on the board, and with less than 2 weeks to Cheltenham, 7 runners I think you're going to have over in the Cotswolds.
Yeah, we're hoping to. We've 7 penciled in anyhow, so we start on the Tuesday with Sizing Machine in the 2.5 mile novices handicap chase. He ran well the last coming back from a break. He'll improve for better ground, hoping he gets in, and if he does, yeah, hoping he'll run well.
Okay, and of course Sizing Europe, I know he's getting on in years. He was second to Sprinter Sacra last year. Of course he won the Queen Mother Champion Chase back in 2011, and obviously you were one of many trainers who were glad to hear the Sprinter Sacra was not running.
Yeah, it certainly opens it up a little bit more. You know, Sprinter Sacra was so good last year. I never believed a horse could beat our lad as well as he did, and so yeah, it obviously opens it up. It's still a hugely competitive race, but we're possibly getting on in age a bit, but he seems in great form, and yeah, if we can get him there in good form, sure, he loves the track, and if it could dry out a bit, yeah, I'd be delighted.
He's been a fantastic servant, Henry, and you've kept him in top form throughout his career. One first time out in Gorham Park in the PWC this season, then disappointed over a trip that was too long for him at Downryle, and disappointed again at Christmas time. Did you find anything amiss after Christmas?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. I think I asked Andrew to make plenty of use of him, and look, you can come up with loads of reasons. It could be age, you know, maybe, but I mean, of what we see at home, it isn't. He's still working really well. Leopardstown, you know, even though he's won 3 Grade 1s there, I've never felt it was his favoured track. You know, we'll go to Cheltenham. He's going to go there fresh and well, and he loves the track. And like I say, if it could dry out a bit, that would be all the better.
Henry, you're going to be doubly represented in the champion chase. And Special Tiara, a horse I like a lot, good run on his first run of the season, and when of course he just finished behind Sire de Grugy, and in a race that Kid Cassidy beat him in.
Yeah, that's right, and ground was probably softer than it. The key to him is goodish ground. I mean, the better the ground, the better he'll run. Yeah, but he showed he handled the track really well. He ran on really well after the last. Like you say, it was his first proper run of the season. He beat Sire de Grugy last year in Aintree on good ground. Yeah, he's a horse we like a lot, and I think he could run very well in the race, yeah. And
he had a nice pipe opener again on ground behind Arvika Legionnaire at Punchestown the last day. Ground was very, very heavy on that occasion, and that'll put him spot on. A fresh horse going to Cheltenham.
Yeah, he'd have hated the ground. We didn't really focus on the race. We wanted to get him a spin and get him out and get him jumping, etc. Davy Russell was booked to ride him for the champion chase, so we wanted Davy to get a feel of him. Your options are so limited, you know, so at this time of year, so we gave him the run, and look, it was grand, you know, it was job done, and like you say, he's going to go there fresh. He seems in super form. He did a lovely piece of work the other day on a bit of good ground, and yeah, we're pleased with him.
And what Sire de Grugy has gone on and done since that race in November time, you must be quietly confident of a big run from Special Tiara.
Yeah, I think both of ours, if the ground comes up anyway nice, you know, yielding kind of ground or what, a nice jumping ground, I think they both have really good chances of being competitive anyhow, yeah.
Shanahan's turn in the Neptune, he was quite an impressive winner of a maiden hurdle at Leopardstown over Christmas.
Yeah, you know, he's a bit of an outsider obviously in that race, but again, he's a horse we like. He had a good run in a bumper. We bought him after he'd won a point to point. He gallops and jumps. They went a real good gallop that day in Leopardstown, and I thought he quickened up well over 2.5. You could have gone and run him again to prove to yourself that you can go, but I just felt it might have bottomed him out a little bit. So we said we'd go freshen him up, go straight there, pay our money, take our chance, yeah.
And he's a lively outsider. He jumps extremely well. He loved the ground as well, and has plenty of experience. I know lacks him maybe a little bit on track, but your horse are so well schooled at home.
Yeah, he'd have done a couple of schooling hurdles and everything, and he's working well, and he's improving the whole time. So we'll see. You know, he like, obviously the form isn't really there, but we like him, and we think it's worth giving it a go.
The JLT, you're on a real exciting horse, a horse I'd say you're looking forward to seeing is Sizing Rio, just back over his proper trip at 2.5, didn't get home at Naas behind Fox Rock the last day.
Yeah, Sizing Gold actually, but I hope he got out slogged. I couldn't have picked a more testing 3 miles, I think, than Naas on heavy ground, you know, and they went a ferocious gallop. Obviously, Fox Rock has franked the form since. So we're going to drop back to, I think it's 2.5. We're going to drop back to 2.5 in that race and see. He's working really well. Again, this is only his third run of the season. It's actually only his third run over fences. He jumps really well. I just hope I'm not going to regret not having one more run over fences. But again, I wanted to try going there fresh. And like I say, he's jumped well, touch wood, up until now. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing him there.
And he's a horse going forward in next season, maybe. He's an exciting horse to look forward to.
Oh yeah, I believe so, yeah.
And Henry, of course, Sizing Australia, he was a winner of the Glenfarclas cross-country course race back in 2011. I thought he ran a cracker when you reverted back to hurdles at Navan the last day.
Yeah, ran lovely, and interestingly, he gave £7 to Love Rory. Is it Love Rory who's Enda's horse? He gave £7 to him, and he beat us ahead. We were kind of left in front a long way up the straight in Punchestown in November, and I see we're possibly £8 or £10 better off with him now in the race at Cheltenham. I mean, that's only one, but look, he's been to Cheltenham more than you and I put together, so you know we'll see. Like isn't it great? Aren't we lucky to have something like him to go there? Yeah,
without a doubt. And Henry, he showed loads of enthusiasm over a trip short of his best. I know he won around Wexford over 2 miles, which is a sharp 2 miles last year, but he travelled real well. Wasn't beaten all that far in the end, and that'll surely sharpen him up a lot for the cross-country course.
Absolutely, and he loves it over there, and he's buzzing. And you know what? He has his bag packed already. He loves going off travelling, so yeah, not a bother on him.
Is he going to drive the box over?
Possibly. He'd know the way better than most of us anyway.
And Henry, finally, you've had a great season from beginning right up to the present day. 40 winners on the board. That's your best winners numbers-wise so far since you started training.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Great team effort. Everyone at home, like at the moment, we're flat out. We're down on staff. A couple of people got injured and whatever, and I mean the work everyone's putting in, it's unreal. But absolutely delighted. Yeah, and the one winner on the flat as well. Just
most important.
Yeah, that's it.
Henry, thanks for having a word, and best of luck in 2 weeks' time.
Thanks, Kevin.